Welcome back to Big Friday Kickoff. We have more action for you from across the state. Hustle and Hal Sherrick was out in Daphne, where the Trojans hosted Auburn. Let's head to Jubilee Stadium and see how this one went down.
Well, it was 5 years ago. These two teams met in this exact spot on this very field in the second round. Now, that game, Auburn won. Daphne coming in here looking to get a little payback on that. So how did it go? Let's take a look. Captains from both teams met at midfield, ready to get this one kicked off. Auburn would win the toss and take charge of this one from the flip. The Tigers' special teams play and Daphne's lack of discipline would be key factors. Auburn punter Joseph Daniel puts this one deep, and Scoot Miles fields it at about the 2 and can't advance the ball. The Trojans are pinned deep. After trading punts, Daphne's Christian Seeger, looking to make something happen, can't find an open man and tucks it in, but the Tigers' Aiden Parker and Elijah Scott are able to get to him, force the fumble, and Alex Gamston is able to recover for Auburn. Daphne's defense stepping up as Kason Myers takes the snap, waiting for a man to come open, but waits a little too long. Daphne's Malik Franklin closes the gap and gets the sack. It's a big hit by the 250-pounder. Myers is shaken up and has to leave the game. In comes third-string quarterback for Auburn, J.D. Pate, and just 2 plays later, he rolls out, lets this one fly as Logan Sirico comes open down the sideline. It's good for the 40-yard score, and Auburn is on the board first. Daphne would block the PAT, but nothing would go right for the Trojans after that. Seeger with the quick out to Scoot Miles. Miles cuts it back up, but can't hold on to the ball. Once again, Alex Gamston is there for the recovery, and Auburn and Pate get back to work. He'll take the snap, pitch it to the right. Jaden King catches the pitch, sees green. He turns it up, fights his way 16 yards, stretching out for the score. A 2-point conversion would put the Tigers up 14-0. Daphne trying to get something going. Seeger hands it off to Isaac Johnson. Johnson makes a nice move back to the inside, hits the Jets. It's a huge gain before he's wrapped up. The Trojans move the chains and are in Tiger territory. Penalties, though, would plague Daphne in the first half. 13 of them against the Trojans, one of them killing this drive. Second quarter, and Auburn has Daphne pinned deep again. Seeger hands off to Jameer Alcius, but he has nowhere to go. The Tigers all over him for the safety, and the route is on. Quarterback J.D. Tate with the keeper from the 2. He'll fight his way across the goal line for the score and the 23-0 lead. Next possession, Tate rolling to his right again. He finds wide receiver Antonio Welch streaking across the back of the end zone. He's there for the catch and the score. It's all Auburn in the first half as they take it to the break with Auburn leading Daphne 30-0. Daphne just couldn't get anything going. The final in this one, Auburn 40, Daphne 0, 19 total penalties for Daphne in this game. I talked to Coach Kenny King afterwards. He said this was just too deep a hole to climb out of in the second half.
You know, two fumbles, also the safety just put us in a bad situation, put us back, and we was battling back and trying to battle back since the beginning of the game. Give my hats off to Auburn, man. They did a heck of a job. That's what playoff football is about, executing, and we made a lot of mistakes, and they capitalized on it.
So the season ends tonight here for the Trojans, but a great season it was. A team that wasn't even projected to make it to the playoffs, much less into the second round. Congrats on a great season. That's what it looked like here from Jubilee Stadium. I'm Hustle and Hal Sherrick. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Hal. Now we head to Opelika. That's where we'll find the Baker Hornets. First time matchup between these two. To the action now. Christopher Johnson takes it in from 2. Going to make the score 21-6. Opelika is up. Now Howard Cooper looking, steps back, launches it deep downfield. This is a 50-yard pass to Jalen Washington to put Opelika up 28-6. Big play right there for Opelika. But guess what? They are not done. This is a 20-yard pass to Christopher Johnson. Another TD here. Opelika extending that lead 35-9. Opelika, they win this one 35-9. Baker's season comes to an end. Now to Benjamin Russell, where they hosted our Theodore Bobcats. It was 7-7 going into the second half, and after a gutsy onside kick, it's Kendrick Abel Jr. who punches it in to give the Bobcats the lead. And how do the Wildcats respond? Well, quickly and efficiently. Kingston Pryor, he's going to air one out. Deep downfield, finds B.J. Bedgood, who sheds a man, and he's going to tie the game again. Now we're going to head to late in the third. Theodore trying to pull ahead on a field goal, and guess what? It's blocked. That's Sedarian Morgan getting up there to block it. Wildcats take it to the fourth quarter, still tied. That block would shift the tides as a short time later, it's Ja'Kay Norris who barrels in for the score. 21-14 now. Theodore would take it down to the goal line. 4th and goal, season on the line. That's Bryce Carter on the hit, and Benjamin Russell with a gutsy win. They move on to round 3. 21-14, Theodore's season comes to an end. Now let's head to Bulloch County, where Mobile Christian traveled for round 2. The Hornets star QB, number 15, Ty Wallace, showing why he's the leader of this team in the first half. He kicks off the scoring. Let's get to some action now, taking the field, getting ready for this one. Scoring with a QB scamper from about 40 yards out. The point after is no good. It's 6-0 Hornets at the end of the first quarter. But he also plays safety and comes up with the pick off the deflection. Rumbling, stumbling down the field. Get off me. All the way down to the red zone. The Hornets capitalize on the run from Jadorian Mack. That plus a 2-point conversion. It makes it 14-0 BC at half. They'll add another TD in the second half. And that was it for the scoring in this one. Bulloch County wins 21-0. Now let's head to Pleasant Grove, where top-ranked St. Michael looks to keep their undefeated season alive. Gunnar Rivers spots wide receiver Tucker Tomlinson. Hits caught and into the end zone. St. Michael first on the board. St. Michael band getting excited. Pleasant Grove, they're going to try to get something going. QB Timothy Blue throws, but it's intercepted by Dominic Robinson. St. Michael cheerleaders. Running back Noah Moss. Big play right there for Brody Jones. The cheerleaders fired up about this one. Now, y'all know who this is. It's our reigning player of the week, Noah Moss. Takes off from midfield. Guess what, y'all? They are not going to catch him. He broke a record last week. Look at him getting it done here again. He's in for the touchdown. St. Michael got it done tonight. They win this one big, 41-7. Now let's head out to Northside for tonight's matchup against the Vigor Wolves. Now Wolves driving first. Quarterback Sammy Dunn takes a snap. He's going to toss it to Demetrius Johnson, who dives into the end zone, putting the Wolves up first. The cheerleaders sure do love that drive. Check out that score. Now we're going to get back to the Wolves driving again. Dunn takes a snap. He has some time here, launches it deep towards the end zone, and it's in the hands of Dylan Jackson for another Wolves touchdown. And that point after is going to be good. And your Vigor Wolves get a win tonight in this one. It's 49-28 over Northside. They're moving on.